Hello, church. It's good to see you all today. I've got a little update that I want to send out to you all. I'm very pleased to be joined this afternoon by some of our social justice outreach folks, Mary Souza, Liz Mulford, who's the chair of our social justice outreach committee, and Deacon Reverend Robin Popoff, who will all be sharing a little bit about what we've been doing and what we're hoping to do with social justice outreach. You may remember that this last fall we did a SJO survey. We asked our congregation to give us some feedback, and you all did. We got about 70 some responses. It was really helpful, and we've been, as a committee, looking over those results and having some really great conversation about it. The vestry, of course, will take all of that in as well as we begin planning for the 2022 year ahead of us. But I wanted to give you, as our parish, a little glimpse into what we learned from our social justice outreach survey. And to kick us off, Mary Souza is going to talk about our first slide. I'm going to pull it up here so that we can all see it. Here is our first slide. And these are the most compelling SJO issues for parishioners. So Mary, take it away.
Well, when we did the survey, we were in the middle of fire season. We had lots of press going on about various issues, and that may have influenced people, but also deep concern for some issues may have been your reason for making these choices, or experience with certain aspects of social justice activities. So therefore, the overwhelmingly most compelling issue for people was climate change and environmentalism. And that was followed by several that really go together: homelessness, food insecurity, affordable housing. So those, all of those things we do address at St. Jude's in varying ways. And if you want to know more, you can go to the website and click on some of those things that we do and see how those relate. Now, let me point out that you will notice that at the very bottom of the list, with just a few responses, is jail ministry. That doesn't mean it's not important. It is part of our calling as Christians to visit those in prison, as you may remember from scripture. And there may not be as many people involved in that at the moment. Or it may be something that you haven't really particularly heard about or learned about or sought to find out more about. So there's an opportunity to learn a lot more about all of these issues through social justice outreach actions at St. Jude's. And I invite you to investigate this and look at these slides on your own. You will receive an email and you'll be able to study these slides and results more.
Awesome. Thanks, Mary. And then Liz is going to come and she's going to share a little bit about our engagement as a parish with social justice outreach. Liz, take it away.
It will be hardly surprising given how pressed everybody, all of us, are for time. Most parishioners choose to engage with money or goods donations. Hands-on service is next, but it's significantly behind money and hands-on and goods donations. Then comes forums, letters, drives, and petitions, rallies, protests, and then prayer. Working with partner organizations or putting up banners are also possible, but not really focused on by SJO, and that's where we are for the moment. And if people wish to engage in SJO, please do come join us. Reasons for lack of engagement. A lot of people are feeling like they just are not in a position to make a regular commitment. They're too busy, or they're already doing a lot at St. Jude's, or they don't know exactly how they can personally contribute, and we hope on SJO to, shall we say, bridge that gap. Because communication seems to be a problem for some people not feeling willing or able, or knowing exactly what to do. Some people have said they're not wanted or needed, and so let me assure you, you are wanted, you are needed, call me. SJO organizations aren't appealing to some, COVID has made it difficult. We can all agree on that one. And some people have other things to do, and SJO is just not on their priority list for the moment, and that's more than understandable. But again, we'd love to have your input, even once, just your ideas. Please call me. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Liz. And Robin is going to come and she's going to kind of draw all this together and sum it up and talk about some of where we're headed next with it.
Thank you. So I'm not sure if everyone knows, but social justice and outreach is part of St. Jude's DNA and has been since day one, which was over 50 years ago. That's how important outreach is. And so what we've learned is that from these slides in the study is that the outreach is still really important to everyone, but time and COVID has kind of overtaken what we've been able to do. But remember, prayer is always the first thing we can always do. And if part of our baptismal covenant is to go out to respect the dignity of every human being. That's my favorite line in the prayer book. And so at this time when we're not quite ready to be able to physically go out yet, it's a great time for us to be brainstorming and thinking on your own or in groups of small projects that you want to do, or a small group of people at St. Jude's would want to do with you, and let someone know your idea because we can put them in the pipeline. Let me know as your deacon. Let Liz or any other member of social justice outreach group know. We are the hands and feet of Jesus, so let us go out to love and serve the world.
Thanks be to God. Thank you, Robin, and thank you all for being with us in this short little video to give you a little sense of what we learned from our social justice outreach survey. Like Mary mentioned, we'll be sending this out via social media and an email. You'll be able to see these results more in depth, and if you certainly have questions about any of it, be happy to chat with you about it, as will any of the rest of the folks on SJO. Our vestry will be looking at all of this as we begin our new work in the new version of the vestry that starts up here at the end of January, beginning of February. As we look ahead to 2022, what is the Spirit leading us into? Where and how is God calling us to be, as Robin said, the hands and feet of Jesus in the world? So, thanks for joining us, and we will see you soon, whether it's online or on campus. Bye for now.